So the first thing we did was measure the size of the space we had to work with and made like an initial starting base. We stuck the starting frame together with glue initially. And here's us just doing a test fit. Barbara is doing a very good job of overseeing the project. Is that okay with you, Barbara? Then screwed it all together once we were sure it was a good size. So then the difficulty we were facing was that frame won't sit flush as it is, because as you can see the van floor isn't completely flat. So we had to like cut the shape of the floor into the frame like this. We then added a top to this initial base, so this gives us a nice solid structure to then build up the sides from here, and we sanded it down. The next challenge we faced was realising that if we built this as a solid structure, then we're never going to be able to get it back out of that place if we ever needed to, because there's just too many awkward things in the way in that gap. So instead of screwing everything together, we used these little wooden dowels so that we could easily take it apart if we needed to. We also cut some holes into the sides to allow for certain things sticking out, and also just to take out some of the weight of the wood. So as you can see, we're sort of slotting each side of this structure on with the dowels, and then that's how we'd take it off. So the top will also be just like kind of sat on, and then you can always take the top off, take the walls off, and then remove the base. I think initially I pictured it just being the length of the human seats, but we're maximising the area that Babs has to sit on with the length, because that gap is actually far too skinny in reality. We then made a cardboard template for the top part where Babs will actually sit, and we'll foam this and upholster it. But as you can see, we're also maximising and extending out the top a bit so that she has a bigger area to sit on. So then here is part one complete with the top on as well. We've already been out for a test run and it does work quite well. Come back to see part two where we'll upholster it and make it comfy for her.